G'day and welcome to SUNS TV, coming to you from glorious green Mount Beach in Coolangatta on the Gold Coast. Now you may be thinking, who is this good looking rooster? This, my friends, is Warren Young, Chief Lifeguard and Gold Coast Ambassador. Now, tough gig you have. This is your office, 60 kilometres of beautiful beaches.
It is, and it's a wonderful office. There's, acres of sand, you can see forever, blue sky. It really doesn't get much better.
Well, Warren, we'll be catching up with you a little bit later, but first the footy. It's heating up. Here's what's ahead. We go one-on-one with star midfielder Harley Bennell. We've got grassroots footy, favourite Suns and a whole lot more. This is SUNS TV. Gold Coast City lifeguard Warren Young has been keeping visitors to the region safe since 1973, making him one of the council's longest serving and most decorated employees. He certainly is a legend. Now, speaking of proven performers, each week we put together a collection of Gold Coast Suns highlights and we want you to nominate your Host Plus Quality Performer of the Week. It's easy, jump onto our Facebook page, click the Suns Gold tab, choose A, B or C to be in the running to score yourself a pretty awesome Gold Coast Suns prize pack. All thanks to Host Plus, the people to get in touch with if you're looking for a quality industry super fun. Time now for Suns Gold.
He sort of wandered through Day, now he has it. He hits a target though, and Shaw, who plays on, gets to 50, needs it to come back. Oh, that's a good hit. There's a good finish in that Shaw, and the Gold Coast get their second.
It is, but what it does say is it spells danger. He took that ball 55 metres from goal, and really the kick he put on it was that you've got to make more of this wind that says Richmond. I mean, Jack Revold will look at that, lick his lips and say, you know what, I get the ball inside 70, I'm a shot every time.
He's got rid of him and grabbed it out of the ruck and gave it to Broughton. McKenzie's on his wrong side. Off the right boot, we don't say that very often. He's got two cannons.
I said it real early on, this bloke was the most, when it comes down to these conditions, he might have other players get more ball than him. Well, he hasn't actually, he's got the most. But that's because of his employment out there.
Good finish.
He's the most dangerous player on the ground.
Young Nichols got rid of it. Boys. Stanley kicks it long.
Oh, well done, Campbell. Forced the contest.
Might have hurt his shoulder there, or maybe a finger.
He batted up then, Campbell Brown. It was terrific effort to halve that contest.
Here he comes to him. Could give it to Swallow or kick the goal himself. He kicks the goal. 3 minutes 20 remaining. They're back within touch.
You've got to love him. You've got to love Campbell Brown because you could see the way he's attacked the ball. His kick wasn't great, but for any young player out there, he didn't worry about the mistake he made. He just looked at the next contest, and he halved this contest. He found a way to halve it. He found a way. He held his shoulder, got up. It was a terrific effort in the end, and Gold Coast get the ball out free.
It didn't hurt the shoulder once it got out to it.
Reward for effort. You're right, there's a few high fives there. It was a great effort.
The Gold Coast Suns now have even greater access to live in-game scores, team and player stats and the latest club videos, all from the touch of a button. The official GC Suns mobile app allows you to watch the latest goals, match highlights and the post-match media conference direct from your phone or tablet. And if you live for Dream Team, we've got you covered. You can even vote for the best Gold Coast Suns players after each round. The 2013 Gold Coast Suns app is absolutely free and available by searching Gold Coast Suns in the iTunes App Store.
Later this year, an Indigenous All-Stars team will head to Ireland for the International Rules Series. And one player surely to be on the list is Gold Coast Suns midfielder Harley Bennell.
I've grown a lot in my professionalism, on and off the field. Just the whole AFL thing has just changed my life around.
Alright, next one. Right, some foods down that contain carbohydrates. So bread, cereal, pasta.
So with the Shine program, we a couple of the boys from the club get selected to go to different parts of the Gold Coast. We get given a booklet with all the what to eat and what not to eat, and we just get around the kids and just talk about healthy eating and
But what happens if you go to a takeaway shop and buy it? Is it going to be healthy or unhealthy? Perfect.
When I was growing up, we didn't have much AFL players coming out to visit us at schools to show us these kind of things. So yeah, I think it's really good that the club's put this on for schools on the Gold Coast, and you know, healthy eating is a real important thing in your life. So yeah, I think it's really good that the club's really put this on for the kids on the Gold Coast.
Acrobatic stuff from Staker, but it's stolen by Harley Bennell, and he'll kick a goal. Scores a level in Q Class 6.
I've got 4 close mates at the club now. Brandon Matera, Trent McKenzie and Tom Lynch and Jake Gilby. I live with those 4 now. You know, they're great blokes, and we've got a healthy house. You know, we've got a big Lynchy that's always on our back about what we're eating, so it's good. We all keep each other accountable for what we eat or whatever we do off the field.
Coolangatta is one of the iconic seaside communities of the Gold Coast, Australia's 6th largest city, and our population is expected to grow to 800,000 in the next 10 to 15 years. Now, Warren Young, you are an ambassador of the Gold Coast. Tell us, what do you love about your backyard?
Well, I love all of it, Jess. I love the fantastic water quality we've got, but I like the contrast. Some years ago, the Hawaiian Chief Lifeguard was visiting, and he loves the beach, as I do, of course, but I took him out through Crumman Valley, and he couldn't believe the contrast, the green, the beauty of it. So, you know, it made me so proud that we really do have a wonderful place. It's not counterfeit, it's the real deal.
I think the exact same thing, and also I love that it's a real sporting mecca. Commonwealth Games coming up. Are you an AFL fan? Do you have a favourite player?
I am now, yeah, and my favourite player is Carmichael Hunt.
Oh, well, you're going to love our next segment. It's Favourite Sons, brought to you by Patreon partner Southport Sharks.
G'day Suns fans, it's Jesse Lonergan here. We're here with the great man Matthew Shaw. He's going to explain to us what the Ashes mean to him, and if he watched it on the weekend.
No, actually, we didn't watch it.
Didn't watch the Ashes?
No, I watched the first over, but then my missus' Desperate Housewives was on or something. But
that old chestnut, the missus taking over the TV. Huh? We got Tom Lynch getting changed, the big rig, always has his top off. We're just walking around the club asking a few boys about the Ashes series in the cricket right now. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was obviously a good first test, but hopefully we win the second one. Take your pumpkin home, Boppy.
You don't know who Ashton Agar is?
yeah, I've heard of him. Heard a few boys talking about him. Seems to be a bit of a superstar. I reckon we need a few more of him in the Australian team.
I actually don't like cricket, so I didn't even watch it, but I heard he did pretty well, so good on him.
There you go, boys.
Where'd the pumpkin come from?
Did you ever play cricket as a junior growing up?
Mate, I didn't. No. My summer sport was surf lifesaving, mate. So I was in the water a lot. Bit of backyard cricket, but that's about it.
I got an unfortunate nickname. A few mates come saw me play cricket for the first time, and it was actually a grand final. Went out there and we needed probably about 30-40 runs to finish, and made a third ball duck, so they branded me Quackers from there on. So that was my illustrious cricket career.
Did you ever play backyard cricket or even underage cricket when you were growing up?
Mate, I loved backyard cricket. I was out there sweeping the pitch at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and cover drives. Just solid cricketer.
Yeah, the next Ricky Ponting. Why is cricket bad? What's wrong with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like the idea of sitting down in the field for 3 or 4 hours and getting sunburnt. So I'd rather, I don't know, go to the beach or play basketball or something, but it's not my sport. Yeah.
It's unsafe.
Did you play? Did you play when you were younger?
No. I did, but I wouldn't call myself a cricketer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Talking Tactics brought to you by ASAP Glass, the people to call when your glass is cactus.
Ablett wins the ball, sends it inside 50. Over the back it goes. Oh, is it too high?
It was.
He's got him too high. They just couldn't. The time will be a factor here. We're down to 40 seconds.
It was pretty scrappy. Look, a lot of wind, a bit of rain in the second half along with the wind, so it made it a pretty scrappy affair. But still, we thought our skill errors weren't a combination because of the weather. It was just we just made some real poor skill errors under not much pressure, and that was probably the disappointing thing. We think we actually left 4 points, left it in Cairns instead of bringing it back home here.
For the miracle to remain alive, right here, he this. It'll leave them time. Boston misses. Hardwick breathes. Tiger fans, relax.
We thought we made some really poor decisions going inside 50 or forward to centre of the ground. We made some poor skill errors that just allowed us not to go inside 50 and didn't hit too many targets, especially when we went with the wind in the first and third quarter. So we thought at quarter time we could have been 4 or 5 goals up. Instead we went in probably 2 goals up and held on pretty good for the second quarter apart from the last few minutes. So yeah, we thought we missed a lot of opportunities to get those 4 points, and in the end we still had the opportunity to kick a goal with about 40 seconds left and put them under some pressure and relive some memories of the last 2 years for them, but we weren't able to quite put that pressure back on them. So a disappointing result for us, no doubt. Yeah, they're going pretty good. They've had a couple of good wins the last few weeks, and their form was probably a little bit up and down before that. But look, they're a really potent midfield, starting to get some key players back. I think Beans played his first game back last week. So yeah, look, a really dangerous team. Generate a lot of the ball, a lot of inside 50s, and can score at a pretty good rate. And certainly been holding some teams to some good scores against also in the last fortnight.
Yep. Casual kick, straight through, just to ice the cake.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've had some poor weather in our home games, which haven't allowed us to have a big crowd here, but Collingwood always attract a good following, and it's going to be a Saturday night, so we're looking forward to it. And knowing Collingwood are really got their eyes towards the finals, and we want to try and take one of those big scalps with us. But we're going to have to play better than what we have the last fortnight.
SUNS TV is proudly brought to you by our presenting partners. Brand Gold Coast. Find out more at brandgoldcoast.com.au. Dreamweavers, world-class event production, audio-visual, lighting, theming and experience creation. From 100 people to 1,000, Dreamweavers will take your event to the next level. Tourism Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is Australia's undisputed home of entertainment, constantly wowing holidaymakers with its variety of things to see and do. Take time to explore the Gold Coast. A massive challenge for the Suns this afternoon, with flocks of Collingwood Magpie supporters making the migration north to the Gold Coast. Now, speaking of amazing support, the Gold Coast Suns community team headed to Thursday Island and Bamaga last week to continue their amazing work across the region.
We're the Gold Coast Suns, obviously, and so our backyard is the Gold Coast. But as you know, we've got a region that extends all the way up to the Cape, and so it's really important, particularly when we played this game in Cairns, which is this now the 3rd year we've played Richmond in Cairns, that we not just turn up for a game of football, but we extend our reach into these communities. It's our obligation. We're a member-owned organisation, and we're here as a result of the support of the community. All AFL clubs are, and so it's really important that we take the opportunity to spend some time in the community.
Off to Sacred Heart Primary School on Thursday Island. Just going to go check out the kids today, so hopefully it'll be a good day. We try and make sure that we have that we eat really healthy, because if we don't, then when it comes to game time or game day and training, if you don't eat healthy for us, we might hurt ourselves.
It's very exciting. The students get really excited seeing them, especially because they're so tall and athletic, and they're very interested in how they became that way and what they do.
Jack and myself were here to, with the values that we have at the club, the community, and there's a great opportunity to come here to Thursday Island, and it's probably the least that we can do. We haven't been able to play footy, so there's something else that we can do now and help out as much as we can.
We played a game yesterday afternoon. All the schools came together. We even had quite a number of students come across from Horn Island.
There was a bit of talent on show there yesterday. A few guys jumping up, clonking a few marks. A few of the young guys, just the speed and just the athleticism with them. So it's been great.
Well, I think it's really important when you're involved in the AFL, like I am at the Commission, to understand what it really takes to develop our game. And to be here in Far North Queensland and in the Torres Strait and seeing our team on the ground, working with the SUNS players to develop interest in the game, work with the kids, it teaches me a lot about where the game is at local community level, and reminds me about what it really takes to grow our game.
Everyone's in this, working for similar goals, and that's so important, and that's the strength, I suppose, of the AFL.
Be there to cheer the Gold Coast Suns on as they take on one of the biggest teams in the AFL in Game 2 of the Sat 2 Day Showdowns at Metricon Stadium next Saturday. The Mick Malthouse-coached Carlton Football Club return to the Gold Coast, determined to avenge last year's shattering loss to the Suns. And we need you to take your seat and show your support during one of the biggest games of the year. Tickets start from just $25 for adults and $5 for kids and are available from ticketmaster.com.au. Get your tickets now to reserve your seat, and remember that together we are stronger.
From sport, music, theatre and family events, we'll keep you in the loop with Ticketmaster's Entertainment Fix.
Aussie rock legend James Rain will be smashing acoustical versions of all his hits in venues across Queensland, so make sure you check him out. Adam Brown hits Kedron Wavell Services Club on Friday, August 2 with guests Travis Collins and Matt Cornell, so if you like your country music, make sure you get to that one. The Ashes are just around the corner and you can book your tickets for the first test at the Gabba in November right now. The crowds will be huge, so book early. Finally, the Suns play the Pies and the Blues on successive weekends on July 20 and 27 with tickets still available. Remember, for tickets to all the great entertainment events, head to ticketmaster.com.au, and that is this week's Entertainment Fix.
Coming up after the break, part 2 of our player feature on Harley Vanell. This is Suns TV.
At the second whistle low at 10, John, I'll send you back over here, get over here in 60 seconds, so you can do your marking and you're getting over here. All good? So go where you need to go. Yep.
Well, I'd love to become an elite midfielder. When I'm at training, I'll try and master my craft, set shots on goal, on the boundary or something, because anything could pop up in a game.
Thompson, forward. Ablett, brilliant. And Bennell, just as good. Way. How about that?
I was a bit nervous. I was really nervous actually my first year lined up for goals, because if you miss, but if you get it, there's a loud crowd behind you. But yeah, I had to change a few steps up, and my ball drop, had to drop the ball closer to my foot than what I was. So it's just practice, practice, practice.
So the crowd sensing a bit of a move here for the Gold Coast. Yeah. Beautiful work. Ablett to Bennell. 3 in a row, Gold Coast. This is left. And he's just kicked it up from Maguire. Gets a push from Bennell. And Bennell just runs onto it and kicks a goal. Easy as you like.
The Gold Coast's most loved footy venues are great locations to host your next function. We can easily host 30 people or 30,000. Skill Park and Metricon Stadium both offer unique spaces tailored to suit any event. You want pies? You got it. Fresh seafood? No problem. Oh, and did we mention the view? With award-winning caterers, the unmistakable surrounds, premier function facilities and diverse spaces, we will make your event one to remember. Visit stadiumfunctions.com.au for further information.
Congratulations to the excited youngsters from the Caloundra Panthers who got to have a run round the Gabba as NAB Oz kickers last weekend. Well done also to the Moranbah Bulldogs in Mackay who now have their junior fixture up and running with the kids to play curtain raisers on Saturdays before the seniors. If you want to get involved, talk to the team at AFL Mackay. And remember, if there's great stuff going on at your club or league, just send us some information and some pics and even video and we'll get it on Grassroots Footy.
It's not hard to sell the Gold Coast as a holiday destination, really. What a cracking day. And being the good folk we are, we've put together a ripping accommodation deal thanks to our good mates at Gold Coast Tourism. Wake up to stunning ocean views when you stay at Crown Plaza Surfers Paradise. Nestled between Surfers Paradise and Broadbeach, you can lounge poolside before dining at Queensland's only revolving restaurant, Four Winds 360. Advanced bookings available from only $169 per room per night. Phone 5592 9900. Quote, exclusive offer when you book. Well, I would like to officially thank Coolangatta for putting on a spectacular show for us today. Now, speaking of shows, ours is all wrapped up. If you want to get involved in the Game Day banter, hit up our Facebook page, send us your tweets using our Game Day hashtag AFL Suns Pies. I'm Jess Garrett and I'll see you next time for more Suns TV.